Right, so welcome everyone to the Collab.Land Co-op Town Hall, our 12th edition, which is super exciting. We are joined today on the Collab.Land side by Anjali and James Jung, both DAO officers for the Collab.Land Co-op, as well as co-founders of Abridge.io, the creator of Collab.Land. The mission of Collab.Land is to create and enable community tools that encourage pro-social activity, as well as enabling collaboration and positive community interactions. Anjali and James have been strong champions of this mission, and it's great to have them here. Welcome both.
Thank you, Chibi. Thank you for having us. And thank you to our guests today, which is Meme Brains and the Boss Dragon. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for everyone being here too. Appreciate everyone.
Exciting stuff. Additionally, we have I Speak Nerd and Candy joining the panel today, both amazing Collab.Land Comms teams members. And yeah, they're focused on security, community, marketing, and magic. Welcome, guys.
Thank you so much, Phoebe. It's always an honor to join this amazing team on stage.
Thank you for hosting, Chibi. Thanks for running things. Really appreciate it. It's a great team, great day.
Absolutely. Always great having you guys. And lastly, we have very special guests joining the town hall today, which we are incredibly excited about. So please welcome Meme Brains and the Boss Dragon from the Meme Market team. Welcome, guys, and thanks for joining.
Hey, thank you for having us. Really excited to be part of this town hall. I know we did a call yesterday, so looking forward to continue the discussions and talking more about Collab.Land here.
Yeah, it's early days Collab.Land, and it's really awesome to be a part of it. LFG.
Let's go. So, yeah, I think that we're good to start with the conversation. Just a couple of points to note before we kick off is that we're having a PO-up for today, which will be distributed by the end of the call, and we will be using the PO-up Miniapp to claim today's beautiful PO-up. You may be familiar with the process already, but if you're not, no worries, because we will guide you through the process to claim it. It's very easy, all done within Discord. So yeah, be ready for that by the end of the call. All right, having said that, I think we're good to get started with the conversation. And the first topic for today's town hall is this wonderful event that we had yesterday called Miniapps Showcase Meme Contest with the Meme Market team. So I wanted to give a quick recap about that session in case that you missed it. And we also have some questions for the Meme Market team since we have them in the stage today. So let's start with the questions, if that's okay. The first one that we have for you guys is, what inspired you to build a mini app for the Collab.Land marketplace?
Yes, I'll jump in, and then Boss Dragon can add his thoughts too here, of course. I'm a lifelong entrepreneur. I've always been doing different entrepreneurial things. And one of the most important things that an entrepreneur looks for, or any business owner looks for, is how do you get your product out there? How do you get what you built into the hands of people that you built it for? And we know companies that spend millions of dollars on this. And when I looked at the Collab.Land team and the Collab.Land initiative and the adoption, and saw that you're building this marketplace that literally just distributes your product for you, to me, it's a no-brainer. It's something that I think that anyone who's building on Discord should look at seriously and consider, because it's only upside. There's no downside. And so when I saw that, and Boss Dragon and I were talking and thinking about what's the next thing we're going to do with memes, and we ultimately obviously decided to build this meme contest organizer. Launching on Collab.Land seemed like the logical first step to do. So that got us really excited. And we launched it, and now it's working, and there's people using it. So very, very exciting times. And Boss Dragon, if you want
Absolutely.
to jump in on anything too, feel free.
Yeah, exactly. Like Mean Brains was talking about, it's an incredible opportunity for us, but also because Collab.Land's integrated with so many Discord servers, it really helps, setting up engagement with those servers in an easy way, right? I mean, we kind of went through the demo yesterday and saw how easy it is to integrate or install the mini app and start working with a meme contest. So from that perspective, it's super easy to add on. Adds a lot of fun things for the Discord members to do on the server, and it just really helps the ecosystem in general.
Totally agree. And we will be talking more about how to build with us later in the call. But yeah, this mini app, as you guys mentioned, it has been fantastic. It's super easy again to set it up and also to join as a member. We'll also be briefly mentioning something about that. But yeah, thanks guys. I think memes and fun are super important. We mentioned this during yesterday's call. But I'm all about fun and sharing with my communities. So this is an awesome way to do that. And it's a very simple way to do that as well. So yeah, I think it's great times. It's a great mini app. And yeah, if everyone is part of a community that doesn't have this mini app or the Collab.Land bot installed yet, you can bring this up because Collab.Land is no longer only about token gating, but we have all of these wonderful mini apps for building community and having fun, and there's a lot of different ones, but I think that they help a lot, and you should give it a try or bring them up to your community admins for them to give them a try if you haven't done that yet. But yeah, thanks guys. I do have some more questions for you. We know that you guys are ETH Denver 2023 winners. So can you tell us about GovBlocks and your experience building at ETH Denver?
For sure. Yeah, this was such an awesome experience. Boss Dragon and I have been involved in DAOs for a long time now. And we have a DAO thought leaders Telegram group with some of the brightest minds in it. I host the City DAO podcast with over 45 episodes with DAO founders and DAO thought leaders as well. And I'm a core contributor in a DAO for almost 2 years that is doing some pretty amazing stuff. I've spoken with senators about DAO legislation coming up, and just involved in DAOs pretty much on a full-time basis. And throughout all the engagement and discussions and experiences that Boss Dragon and I have gone through inside the DAO ecosystem, we noted a lot of different pain points. Things like low participation or overly cumbersome governance models, or sometimes incomplete governance models, or depleting treasuries. And there's a huge list of pain points. But one thing that we found that connected all of those pain points together is that when a governance model breaks, so does the DAO. And so this really inspired us to build not just one little solution that solves one little problem or one little pain point inside the DAO ecosystem. It inspired us to build something that would be addressing DAOs overall and being flexible for DAOs to build their own solutions. And so that's what GovBlocks was and is. We've renamed it to be NodeBlocks now, just a bit of a better fit for a name, because we see this as something like we see a future where decentralized governance extends way far beyond DAOs and into traditional organizations and even into cities and countries as well. And so we built NodeBlocks. Obviously we built it for ETH Denver, and in that 2-week period, man, we just sat there in that little hacker room. Well, not little hacker room, but that hacker basement and the hacker areas for 12, 16 hours a day, 2 weeks in a row, sleeping in the hotel room and just grinding on this project. It was our first time doing an ETH Denver hackathon, and our first presentation was such a disaster that the screen was broken and the mic was broken and everything was it was just off. And then it turned out that we made it. We won, and we actually got to do the final presentation on closing ceremonies on that Sunday night. We were the last presentation of the entire event in front of 1,500 people as a live audience, and that presentation went quite well. Went a lot better. So that was our early iteration of an MVP. And basically, this is a modularized solution for DAOs to build their own solutions and have a native dashboard. And I can talk all about that probably too much, so I'll just leave it at the summary. But it was an amazing experience, and to be connected in real life with the types of people that show up at those events is just outstanding. Obviously, we bumped into James and Ashley again, and we definitely plan on going out to all of them, and we want to hopefully sponsor some bounties in the future. It'll probably be our next mini app that we build for the Collab.Land marketplace. So we're just waiting a little bit here to finish launching on testnet, and then we can start building and integrating with Collab.Land on it. Boss Dragon, if you want to add anything, just feel free to jump in.
Yeah, I think again with ETH Denver, super awesome experience, lots of fun. If anyone's a developer, I highly recommend going to a hackathon type of conferences and just work on projects. It was our first in-person hackathon, and it was a lot of fun meeting new people and hacking projects together, and presenting together with no sleep whatsoever, right? So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, beyond that, we're super excited to turn this into an actual product that other DAOs and online communities can leverage and help their operations, and potentially leverage a piece of technology that can really drive the DAO market forward. Right now, we see so many communities struggling with participation, struggling with scams and hacks happening everywhere. So we really want to help mitigate some of that and help the ecosystem overall.
So exciting. Thank you, guys. This pretty much answers to my next question, but I'll mention it again just in case that we're missing something. So my next question for you guys is, what are you working on right now? And do you have any more mini app ideas? Maybe anything different from what you just mentioned?
Yeah, definitely node blocks is our primary focus right now, in conjunction with the meme contest organizer app. And definitely that'll be the next app that we launch with the Collab.Land marketplace to continue expanding that relationship. And we're still working out which features would be appropriate to launch in what priority, specifically as a Discord bot. And the idea is that anyone that's running or looking to launch their own organization, or has their existing organization that they want to add some cool Discord-based functionality into in a DAO context. I mean, we would build some easy-to-use point-and-click solutions that can just be accessed directly through the mini app. So we're still thinking a lot on what those features are going to be, and we'll kind of take that in stride. But overall, like, there's so many options for launching an app on the Collab.Land mini marketplace, and we've definitely gone through a few different ideas as well. But it's difficult, but we have to narrow it down to one at a time. So we got the meme contest out there, and we're taking feedback and building on that as well. And then the next one will be the node blocks app, mini app on the marketplace. And then the next one, we got a few ideas, up our sleeves here, but we haven't fully decided on what the next one will be. We're just going to focus on getting the node blocks app out next, and working with the feedback that comes in from that. And then, go one step at a time. And between now and then, just, I'm set up on the Origami platform with the DAO Pass, and I got my tokens, and I'm speaking with I Speak Nerd about how to get more involved. And I think that's the best thing that, people can do, is just to get involved and go through the process and read the documents, and, keep building and keep being involved. So, I'm gonna keep plugged in and keep talking with I Speak Nerd, and just I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I can get more involved. And I'm really excited to where that's going to go.
I think that's fantastic. And since you mentioned it, I know that we also talked about it during yesterday's session, but we mentioned how important it is for members to share their feedback with us and with the meme market team and with anyone building a mini app, because that's how we know what members are looking for and what they can use in their communities. And so if you try this mini app, the meme contest mini app, or any other mini app, please feel free to share your feedback with the teams that are building them, because it's so important. That's how we can improve and keep building and add new features that would be helpful for you guys. So always feel free to share your feedback. We really considered it, and we are super thankful when you guys take the time to share it with us. So please feel free to do it anytime when you try this mini app or any other mini app, or you have any comments or questions. Always make sure to bring those up, because we're super happy to read you and to get back to you with any questions that you have. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining our town hall today. Those were all of the questions that I had for you guys, but it's been fantastic having you. So thank you so much for joining the panel today.
Thanks as well, and we'll see you at the next town hall as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And
It's a pleasure.
oh, thank you. Thank you. Always great having you guys here. And now, for those of you who missed it, because we've been talking about it, here's a brief recap of yesterday's Miniapp Showcase event. Real quick, we had demos showing how to use the meme contest Miniapp for both admins and members. Very easy and quick process. We will have this session up on YouTube, and we can share it with you guys. We will share it with you guys as soon as it's available. If you want to go through it, to maybe consider setting a meme contest in the future, if you're a community admin and you would like to give it a try in your community, you can view this video to have a better idea on how the mini app works. So again, we'll share that with you as soon as it's available. We had the meme market team joining us yesterday as well to answer to some more questions. And yeah, we went through this whole creation process. We announced as well our meme contest winners, which was very exciting. And since we're here, I think that it's a good time to mention that again. We had 2 winners in total. The first one being Intrepid. He is fantastic, and he's always making such funny memes. I think since the time he joined, he's been creating memes for Collab.Land, and they're also funny. Like, I mean it, he is a pro. A meme lord. I'll share the meme as well in the chat if you would like to take a look at it. Real quick. Oh, and I see that Candy posted the tweet with the winner as well. So share and like, please, if you like the meme, if you like that we are having this contest in the Discord server. That helps us know if you are interested in them, and to help us figure out if we do these contests more often or different kind of activities. But yeah, give it a like and retweet, please. The tweet is in the stage chat. I'm just gonna do that right now real quick. And also let's share the winners in the chat. You can see in there what the prizes are for the winners as well. Oh, not allowed like and retweet. Well, that I'm not sure what that means. If you go to the tweet, is it not letting you?
It said there was
Let's
a
see.
later version or something that you had to reload, and I think it's actually a different link.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Are we
I
having
tried.
issues?
I'm not sure. Oh, I see. So I'm not able to do that with the link that you shared, Candy. But
Oh,
the
let me
one that
try again. Or
but the
Nerd
one
get both
that
cards.
yeah, the one
Okay.
that Nerd shared seems to be working for me.
All right. Well, let me remove mine from the chat so it doesn't complicate. There we go.
Right.
Thank you very much. I don't know why it was doing that.
Yeah, weird thing, eh? But thanks for letting us know. I'm not sure if your username is LL or 2 or II, but thank you. Thank you for letting us know, and it seems to be resolved now. So hit it with a like and a retweet. We really, really, really appreciate it. And we've also shared the 2 winners in the state chat. You can take a look at their memes if you go to those links. And there's also going to be a POAP for all of the participants. We will be creating a private thread with each one of the participants to share this POAP link. You will be able to find it in the general chat threads. They are not created yet, but we will do that in the next couple of days, and make sure to tag all of the participants so that you don't miss your code. So that's it for our very first meme contest. I think it went great. We had a total of 13 participants, which I think is fantastic, and a total of 24 valid submissions. And they're all great. So thanks so much for joining. But with this, we are good to go to jump to our second topic of conversation for today's town hall, and that's the Collab.Land co-op voting and Miniapp madness session that we had last Friday. And for this, I would like to have Nerd answer to some questions. So Nerd, for this Miniapp madness season 0 demo day, can you give us a brief recap of how that went? What was all of that about?
What was all that about? It was about getting the first kind of voting for the DAO off the ground, and getting the DAO activated into participating in the process for why the DAO was created, y'all. Super, super cool. But basically, if you're like ZFi, you guys can go and catch up on the YouTube recording. The was posted, I think, like late last night or something. But I just mentioned people this morning about the Miniapps that we had the showcase of on Friday. The whole event goal was to give Miniapp developers the opportunity to share their work with all the Collab.Land community admins in the space, and get the builders talking directly with the admins so that they can get that kind of quick feedback that they can listen to, like what Meme Brains was talking about, and we can make sure that everyone's working together to build the best things that people actually want to use. That is the whole freaking idea, man. But we were joined by members from Community One, Chain Patrol, and W3W. And I'm so struggling right now to find the links. There we go, for these things. So we had some live demos, like 15 minutes. I think each group had like 15 minutes, but I don't think Chain Patrol used the whole amount of their time. And then some AMAs in the stage. The YouTube recording is posted. It's up on our YouTube already. And the DAO members should go and vote, exercise their votes for the season 0 of that Miniapp madness of the Miniapp marketplace. Sorry. And the videos and links are in the thread. And I'll go ahead and repost the stuff I posted this morning here in the stage chat. So if you haven't voted yet, you should definitely go over there and do this after the call. So not right now, because it's an hour-long video. You know, you're not gonna watch an hour video, but you're gonna find the links for everything inside of that thread that I just posted. Voting closes on this Friday, May 19th. Thanks, CFI. And that is season 0 for those things. The 2 that need approval of the DAO to go live. We have Chain Patrol, the security tools for communities, and W3W, the Web3 CRM. Those need approval from the DAO to go live. Spark AI is already live in this server. What? It's already live? Heck yeah, you can ask things of Spark right now, like, "Hi, Spark, how are you today?" You can just ask that right in the chat and try that out. If you wanted to try out Chain Patrol in the demo server, we have a demo server where you can try that one out because, again, it's not live on prod right now. And all of that stuff is linked inside of that thread that I posted in the stage chat. You'll also go to that thread and try that stuff out. But what else can we do? What else is coming down the pipe? We have LivePeer. LivePeer is coming in. They want to make a mini app. They want to figure out a way to build something, a minimum viable product, an MVP for token gating video. So if you're someone who uses video a lot, maybe you have a podcast or you produce videos on YouTube, you have your own community, or you're active in any of those communities that use those things, head on over and give feedback on the LivePeer scoping doc. And that has its own post inside of the Miniapp Ideas forum that's live already. You can give feedback to Eric Tang and the LivePeer team. What else we got? What else we got? Other stuff for devs and admins. We have DevRel office hours happening tomorrow morning. Well, morning US time. But we have DevRel office hours. Oh no! Included the wrong one. We want the pretty one. I want the pretty one, Google. DevRel office hours doesn't have a native Discord event. Oh no. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. You can RSVP with that link that I just posted in there. I got to put a title on it though. Exactly, Chibi. Exactly. So if you're a dev, if you're thinking about building a mini app, you can come to DevRel office hours, talk to Kenny. Kenny is the one that you're going to need to talk to the most. He's the one that you're going to be requesting API access from. He's the one who understands the whole developer process and gets you guys access to everything. And then finally, y'all, if you haven't yet, you haven't subscribed to the Substack, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing with your life, because we have a Substack that I put a lot of effort into writing the roundup every single month, and it's the highlight, the signal boost for everything that happens inside of Collab.Land. In other words, all this stuff, everything that I just mentioned right there. Well, maybe not the DevRel office hours, because those just go up on our YouTube, but the stuff around the season 0 voting, the demos, the recording of that stuff, all that is going to be on that Substack when the roundup comes out next. I can't give any promises on when that's going to happen, but it will definitely be before the end of next week, because we are already halfway through May. I've just been busy. But if you're not subscribed yet, go subscribe to the Substack, guys. We put a lot of effort into that, into making sure that that Substack publication is a high signal, high alpha publication for you guys. And that way you don't have to go to every event. You don't have to be paying attention to everything that's happening on Twitter. It's boom, it's all there. Now it is on a time delay. It is on a bit of a time delay. So as Meme Brain says, if you want the alpha, like at the moment that it happens, you got to show up to the calls. That's what I learned yesterday. But if you want to just get it no matter what, definitely sign up for the Substack, because everything goes out through there just on a bit of a time delay. I think that covered everything. Any questions?
+1 to what you said, Nerd, about coming to the events for Alpha. Because like yesterday, we found out from Meme Brains that they are going to be working on GIFs, right? Meme GIFs next time. And that's because the feedback they got in real time during our event. So come to our event, share your thoughts. This is how you have potential to change what happens and where we go next. So this is a place to be, but if you can't, that's okay. People have lives. The Substack is great for that. Also, for people that that maybe can't make it to a town hall, or sharing it with your friends or your family or other people that you think might be interested in learning about what we're doing with crypto communities. The Substack is great for that.
Totally.
Absolutely. And speaking of alpha, I know that we have a little alpha that we wanted to share during today's town hall. So maybe James, can you give us a quick short tease about what's coming up?
Yes, thank you, Chibi. I'll try to keep this really short. TLDR, stay tuned in the Collab.Land Discord, and you will see an update, our first Miniapp update to the Kudos app. And we are rolling out. I highlighted this before for those that remember. There is this update that we're going to be having to the Kudos app, essentially. So take a look at that, and I will explain it furthermore on my AI session on Monday in our research. So we're gearing up for the widespread adoption of AI, and we're fully embracing it here in Collab.Land. There are two sides to the AI coin here that I'll be talking about on Monday. And this week, we're going to be rolling out an update to the Kudos app that will allow users to be able to claim their decentralized ID. And so this is something that we've been working on here at Collab.Land for 9 months at the very least. And we're going to be sneak peeking this out and rolling this out slowly. So, yeah. BDE coming soon here. Thanks, nerd. Yeah, this is our foray not only into AI, but also into decentralized identity. So stay tuned. And stay here in this Collab.Land Discord because this is where all the alpha breaks. And that's all I'll say. Keep it short. Thanks, Chibi.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to see what the changes are going to be because I personally love the Kudos mini app, and I know that a lot of people use it very often, and we love Kudos. So stay tuned. Let's see what happens there. Thanks again, James. And with this, I would like to now talk a little bit about an article written by Anjali that I found very interesting. This is about crypto wallet address privacy, a global perspective through Collab.Land's lens. And maybe Anjali, can you tell us a little bit, like a quick summary of the article and why should members read it?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Chibi. It really started a couple of weeks ago when we were talking to one of our investors about Collab.Land and how we do not share wallet address mapping for any members or admins or anybody without the explicit consent of the member. So when you're connecting with Collab.Land, you've connected with one wallet, multiple wallets, whatever, that information, that data belongs to you. We take it very seriously, and mainly because we don't know what the future holds for how data is going to be used and how it's going to be tracked. And so for us at Collab.Land, it's very important for us to protect your wallet addresses, protect your identity, and mainly if you choose to share it, that it should be your explicit decision to share it. Now, so that's a conversation. Like I said, Collab.Land, we take it very seriously. Other, places where you're signing, we recommend, and we've mentioned this many times, we recommend you ask, how are they sharing your wallet address information? So I was like, maybe we should focus on that. Maybe we should start talking more about that, right? Like sharing it more on Twitter, having Twitter Spaces about it, having a whole campaign around that. And the feedback I got was, well, privacy is an interesting topic, and privacy is different all around the world. So that got me thinking about privacy and what people think about privacy and how important privacy is to the people who are in our communities. So last week we did a poll. Collab.Land asks for media team members. You're welcome to give suggestions for that. We do it every Friday. We do a little poll or a question. We ask our community on Twitter, hey, can you ask a certain question that has to do with crypto communities or has to do with blockchain technology? And last week's was, how important is your personal crypto privacy to you? And the results of that poll were pretty interesting, and along with the information that I learned about how globally different countries and different regions use privacy and think about privacy differently, sparked this idea for an article. So the article published yesterday. Please let me know what you think. Open to feedback, conversation. I'm very interested, even in this group. Those of you that are here, those of you who are in the service, how seriously do you take privacy? I'd love to have a conversation about that. So I don't know if it's posted. Did you post it? Tweet Chibi in the side chat? Maybe you did already, but if you didn't, if you can, that would be great. Let me know what you think. Like, share, or comment, and just, yeah, let me know how you feel about that and where you land on the spectrum. Thank you.
Thanks, Anjali. And I just posted the tweet in the state chat. We also posted the article itself if you would like to read it. I found it very, very interesting. And I think it's crazy how different this is in different parts of the world. So I think it's not something I would think of, really. It's like I know what it's like for me and maybe the people that I know, but it's just a very interesting realization that to know that it's so different across the world.
Yeah,
So,
and that was so interesting to me because being in this space, I take it very seriously, right? I mean, I'm not anon, and so if you want to discover what I'm doing, you can, but that was a choice that I made. And so it's like I make that choice because I know I have a choice. But to learn that across globally, like people have a completely different idea of what privacy is and what to expect, that was surprising and interesting for sure.
totally agree. And again, please share your thoughts in the chat because again, it's super interesting to know what it's like for everyone and how different it can be. So share your thoughts with us. We would love to read you and to see what your perspective is when it comes to security. So yeah, thanks again, Anjali, and I'm just I think that we're good to jump to our next topic. That's actually one of my favorites, and that's community and events. So there's a lot going on. We have a lot of events in Twitter Spaces and fun stuff going on and coming soon, and we would love to talk a little bit about that. So first things first, let's bring the Twitter Spaces for this week. Which is going to be very, very exciting. And for this, maybe Candy, can you tell us a little bit about this week's Twitter Spaces? What's going to happen this week?
Well, thank you, Chibi. I sure can tell you all about Twitter Spaces this week, which is a terribly exciting time. Why? Because it's Pizza Week, and what I can say is on Thursday, we do Collab Community. Sometimes it's Spotlight on Security, but this week it's simply just straight community fun. We are going to be having a pre-pizza party with Pizza DAO because I'm sure you've seen on our Twitter as we've been, helping promote the pizza party on May 22nd. So we are preparing for that. And Snacks is going to join. He was here on Town Hall last week, and he's going to bring friends. And everyone is invited to the Twitter Spaces and then the pizza party on May 22nd. So that is the plan for Thursday. It will be fun. We will talk about pizza and parties. And there's really, I can't think of many things better than that.
Totally agree. And I shared the Discord event in the chat. If you're interested in joining, please hit the interested button and you will receive a notification when the event is getting started. I think it's going to be really fun. I'm sure that it's going to be really fun. Like the Pizza DAO team are great people, and we had Snacks join the town hall last week, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, I am really looking forward for this Collab.Community Twitter Spaces. And awesome. Thank you so much, Candy, for giving us that information about the Twitter Spaces. And another exciting event that we're having very soon is Collab.Land Plays with the Pull Together community. Maybe Nerd, can you share some details about this event and how can people join?
I would love to talk about that. Thank you, Chibi. The Collab.Land Plays King of the Collab is happening on Sunday, guys. We're getting together. We're going to play King of the Castle with Pool Together. And I'll drop a link to this event in the stage chat as well, right after all the pizza memes. If you haven't signed up for that yet, I just guess you hate fun or something. I don't know. But it's going to be happening on Sunday, May 21st at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's 1 p.m. Pacific. Or if you're European, what is that? 8 p.m. GMT, 8 p.m. UTC time. Apologies to Asia, but that's going to be like 1 a.m. So if you can't make that time, totally get it. We'll have one that is at a different time on June 4th. But there is an FAQ for this, along with a bit of a quick guide, a little bit of a explainer for this thing. We've got, oh, I dropped the link twice. Okay, that's okay. In the events room forum, there we go. So it's got an FAQ about this thing. The game is super, super fun. It's like a team-based game of competitive intrigue, chaos. Intrigue and chaos, I guess, is the best way I can put it. But it's kind of like a team choose your own adventure story as a game. That's kind of the best way I can put it. Everybody's nobles of the kingdom, trying to wrest control from the tyrannical monarch and install your own claimant to the throne. It is amazing. It is amazing. It's going to go at most like 2 hours, could be less. I've played games that were like 45 minutes, but it could go up to 2 hours. It just depends on how people play. We do have some prizes available as well. What? Yep, we've got POAPs for all the participants. So everyone who shows up is going to get a POAP, and we have some prizes for the winning team. So that's 3 weeks of 60,000 US dollars worth of delegation boost. Now does not mean you win $60,000. Okay, it's $60,000 worth of delegation boosts, which I don't really want to go into depth on, but there's an explainer link in the thread that I posted to pool together, along with Collab.Land stickers for the winning team. Okay, so there's stickers and delegation boosts available for the winning teams. So yeah, it's going to be super, super fun, super exciting. Again, if you can't make that time, there's going to be another one on June 4th, and that one's going to be happening in the Pool Together server. And when I have a link to share with you guys for that one, I will share the link. If you have any questions about that, please just at me in the server, and we'll be happy to answer those. Oh, Joy to the World. Is this game a quick learn? Yeah, it's super fast. Like you'll learn it within 5 minutes. Like it's really fast, really easy to learn, really easy to play. It's just a bunch, like I said, it's a bunch of chaos creation and chaos management. It's really fun.
That's great to know because I'm the kind of person who can read the rules and the instructions, but I don't fully learn how to play something until I play it. So let's see how that goes. It sounds very, very exciting, and I'm sure we'll have fun. I'm looking forward to it.
We definitely are going to have fun.
Chaos equals fun. Right, thank you so much, Nerd. Again, if anyone has any questions, make sure to reach out. You can tag Nerd here in the server. And awesome. I have a quick note that I would like to share with you guys, and that's for our DevRel office hours. We used to have our DevRel office hours on Thursdays every other week, but now these are being moved to Wednesdays at the same time. So that's 10:30 a.m. Eastern or 7:30 a.m. Pacific. I will drop a link to this event in case that you are interested in joining. But yeah, I just wanted to share that quick note, letting you guys know that these events are going to be happening on Wednesdays from this week on. So let's share this link real quick so that you can RSVP to it if you're interested. I think that these sessions are fantastic. Kenny is incredible and does such a great job at explaining and guiding us through his presentations, and he's super charismatic, and I just love them. Just wanted to share that. But yeah, that's for DevRel office hours happening tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. And let's see. I want to bring up AI plus Collab.Land research team now. We can talk a little bit about that. Maybe James, can you share some of the details for these meetups?
Yes. Thank you, Chibi. I am super excited about Monday. And just to make sure that we are keeping ourselves honest and we're not just talking AI, we are actually rolling out, as previously, for those that have been part of this town hall, we're going to be dropping an update to the Kudos Miniapp. And I'm going to follow that up on Monday with our next session on the 22nd at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, and give context in terms of this updated features to Kudos. There are two sides of the coin when it comes to AI, and we're going to be talking about that and this phase of AI. And just to kind of let people know, AI is this like nebulous term, right? So when we had autocomplete, that was considered AI, and now it's called autocomplete. There are different aspects of AI, but they get very specific words now. AI used to be, AI can say what's in a picture, but now it's called, machine learning or computer vision. And so every time computers can do things that seem intelligent, it's called AI. And so we don't have words for this cycle of AI, but I'm going to provide some context to it. And really, I fundamentally believe that this next version of AI, the AI version that we are in, is about collaboration. This version of AI is using large language models and like scrape the entire internet to do essentially what is autocomplete for sentences or thoughts or questions. That's a very gross kind of a generalization, but essentially this next version of AI is going to be about collaboration amongst people. And so we're setting that up here when it comes to what we're doing with the Kudos Miniapp, and I'll explain it a bit more and uncover this. So please bring your questions. Want to make this as interactive as possible because talking about this next phase of AI, if it's going to be about collaboration, we need to be talking about this in a group setting. And Collab.Land is a great context in which we believe we're going to be at this intersection of Web3 and AI. So please come with your questions and would love to be able to share and learn together.
Thanks so much, James. I will drop the link for this event so that you guys can RSVP to it if you're interested. Again, our next session is going to be next Monday, so May 22nd at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. So we hope to see you guys there. Thanks again, James. And now I would love to talk about our media team meetups, because as you guys may have noticed, we didn't have our media team meetup last week because we were having the Miniapp Madness event at the same time. But media team meetup is returning this week, and maybe Anjali, can you tell us a little bit about this?
Yes, thank you so much. We missed Media Team Meetup last week because we did Miniapp Madness a lot of M's. But we will be back this week to kind of pick up on some of the topics that we have mentioned in the past, which is like our merch store and Collab.Land Asks. And if there's anyone that's interested in having us on podcasts or helping with an article or any way that you'd like us to support you and you'd like to support Collab.Land, we're going to bring it back. So grab your media team role in the Get Roles channel and then bring your ideas and thoughts into the media team channel. And that will be 12:30 Eastern, 10:30 that's 10:30 Mountain for me, but 12:30 Eastern is the one that matters to most people. And it's really an opportunity to support each other and to talk about ways that we can grow the influence and grow the attention around Collab.Land and what we're doing here, which is really supporting crypto communities, supporting tokenized communities. We believe that community is the way to mass adoption, is the safe way for people to, and really safer way for people to engage in crypto from the beginning rather than on their own. Using community for safety and identity has been what human beings have done from the beginning of time. And so we believe that moving forward into Web3, that's going to remain important. So if that's something that you're interested in, come join us. That'll be Friday at 12:30 Eastern.
Thank you so much, Anjali. And I'm just taking a look at the time right now, and we are almost at the end of the hour. So I think this is a great time to distribute our POAP. So for everyone in the audience, let's guide you through the process to claim today's POAP. It's all done within Discord with a / command. So you can write in the chat /POAP claim. If you write /POAP, you should see a drop down with a couple of options. You can select POAP claim, and then the claim phrase for today's POAP is meme contest, all lowercase and with no spaces in between. I will claim it along with you guys because I haven't done it yet. So again, the claim phrase is meme contest. As soon as you write that, you can hit enter, and that will give you a code to claim your POAP. Please let us know if it works. I just got my code. Very exciting. And just a shout out to Anjali for designing these beautiful POAPs. I'm in love with them. And I love that they have A's. It's so big in the POAP because I love A's. So yeah, I find them beautiful. So thank you, Anjali. And I hope that you guys like them as well.
And it works. So I just tried it. I just claimed this is the POAP Miniapp. So if you're in any Collab.Land servers, again, we're talking about how Collab.Land is more than just token gating. I'll be quick. Sorry, sorry, Chibi. But this is an example of a Collab.Land Miniapp, a POAP Miniapp. Anyone that has a Collab.Land bot installed in their server can have access to this. What a fun way to engage with your community and distribute POAPs. So just want to give a shout out to the POAP Miniapp that's available in the Collab.Land marketplace.
Absolutely. And I guess it's also worth mentioning that all of these mini apps are free right now, but they won't be forever. So if you are a community admin and you haven't installed the mini apps yet, but you think of maybe using them in the future, this is the time to do so. And also, if you're in any community and you think that they could benefit from any of the mini apps, you can bring it up as well and tell them, hey, you should probably do this right now. Because that's a good idea. I just claim my POAP. I love it. I love the colors. I think they're beautiful. And I see that everyone is claiming successfully, which I'm so happy about. Thanks everyone for letting us know. It's always so cool to use this mini app. So easy too. But yeah, let's move forward because I know that we are almost at the end of the hour, and we just have a couple more points to mention for this town hall, so let's get to it. Oh, and please, if anyone in the audience wasn't able to hear the claim phrase properly, or if you were not able to claim for some reason, let us know in the chat so we can repeat the secret word for the POAP later on in the call. If you guys need to hear it again, just let us know. And also a quick note, please don't share the secret word in the chats in a written format, because that's against POAP policies, so we don't do that. Okay, I think lastly, when it comes to community and events, two last points to note here. If you want to collaborate or have an event with the Collab.Land community, please reach out, because I think that'd be super fun. An example of this is the Collab.Land Plays with the Pull Together community. I think that's going to be super, super fun. So if you're part of any community and you would like to have an event with us, please reach out. I think that'd be super, super fun. You can tag us in the chats with your idea and we can coordinate. I think that'd be fantastic. So that's, there's that for future events with other communities. And lastly, if you live in Lisbon or are planning to go to NFC Lisbon, reach out to Anjali, or you can reach out to me, because we have tickets for NFC Lisbon. We have a limited number, so if you're planning on going, I recommend that you reach out ASAP, just in case. But yeah, feel free to do so. It'd be super fun. I am not going to be there, but Anjali will, and she's fantastic. So I think that's going to be super fun. And
thank you, TV. I appreciate that.
absolutely. I just imagine like hanging out with you in real life. It must be fantastic. I think it'd be super fun, and I'm looking forward to do that sometime in the future. It will happen.
Me too. I can't wait for that to happen.
Anyways, that's all for community and events. And lastly, and very briefly, I wanted to give an update when it comes to top 100 communities and token claim. We don't have a ton of updates, but I wanted to mention that round 3 is ongoing. This is our final round for these top 100 communities proposals. We had 6 proposals in total submitted for this round 3, and we already finished reviewing these proposals and sent them feedback to all of these communities that submitted in round 3. From these 6 proposals, 1 was approved already, and the other 5 were approved with questions, meaning that there are some questions that need to be answered before their proposals are approved. And yeah, as soon as they get back to us with the answers, we need to review them again. And if everything looks good, then they're good to move on with the process to get their tokens. Also, there's a lot of other communities that submitted in round 2 that are still going through the process of, they're still doing the steps that they need to do. There's, I think, 4 or 5 steps that they need to do before getting their token allocation. So they're still going through that process. You can follow along in the proposals channel. It's called Top 100 Proposals, and I'll link it real quick in the chat in case that you would like to see what the status is for these proposals. You can read the comments, they're all public. You can click in the post of the community that you're interested or that you're part of, and you would like to know what the updates are regarding the proposal, what's the next steps, what's going on with them. So I just shared the link to that in the stage chat if you would like to take a look at it. You can also read all of the approved proposals in Collab.Land.mirror.xyz. I just sent a link to that as well, and you'll find all of the approved proposals in our mirror. You can go through them as well, read the details, see how they're planning on distributing their tokens and when. All of that information you can find in there. Lastly, our token claim period ends on May 23rd, which is a week from now. So that's super soon. And this is for everybody. This is for our top 100 communities, and this is for members that haven't claimed their tokens yet. You have one more week to do so. So if you haven't yet, go and do it. This is the time. It ends in a week only. And yeah, just to give that reminder, the time is now.
And also want to add in that tokens that are not claimed come back to the DAO Treasury. So yes, we want as many people to claim their token from the retroactive distribution, our top 100 communities. Of course, we want you all to claim and participate in the Collab.Land co-op. However, those that don't, the tokens will be coming back to the DAO Treasury for proposals and for us to use as well. So it is, it's a win-win in any way, but we want to encourage as many people to participate as possible.
Absolutely. And that's a question that comes up very often. So it's good to give that clarification so that everyone knows what happens with those unclaimed tokens. So thanks, Anjali, for mentioning that. And wow, I think that's all for today's town hall. There's a couple of reminders that we would like to share with you guys before we wrap things up. Maybe Anjali, what are some of those reminders?
Oh boy, there's kind of a couple. All right, let's see. Community admin channel. We're talking a lot about Miniapps and what Miniapps are for and why we do them. It's really to bring engagement and fun and help your communities not only thrive, but engage with each other and create stronger relationships. And so if you're community admin out there, get your community admin role and gather and share best practices in our community admin channel. Share with each other, if you're using the POAP app, if you're using Kudos, if you're using a Meme Market, if you're using Veramo, there's so many different ones. Sobel, Snapshot, gosh, there's just too many. Spark AI, like if you're using the Miniapps in a fun way, or just want to talk about Collab.Land and how you're using Collab.Land and how you're formulating your token gated rules. It's a great place to gather and talk with amongst each other to help all of us in this crypto community space. Second, Media Team Meetup. You all know our comms team and I run that, and we just can't wait to get to meet you and chat with you. We do Medium Team Meetup in the voice channel, so we really want to encourage all of you to join and participate. Next, we have DevRel office hours. Please note the time change. We went from doing DevRel office hours on Thursday to now moving it into Wednesday. So now we're alternating. 1 week is CTO office hours, 1 week is DevRel office hours at the exact same time. So that way you don't have to remember 2 different times. So looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for DevRel office hours. I posted the subject of Kenny's chat in the show channel, so you can check that out. It is going to be at 10:30 Eastern, which is 2 hours before Town Hall.
Awesome.
And then I guess if we want to mention that James's AI meetup is next Monday, so we won't be able to give you a reminder before Monday, but on Monday we're going to be having James's AI research team meetup.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Anjali, for all of those reminders. Again, you can see all of these events in the events channel. So you can RSVP to the ones that you're interested in, and that will send you a reminder when these events are getting started. So stay tuned to that channel and also to our announcements channel, because every update, every news, anything exciting that's happening with Collab.Land, we post that in the announcements channel. So if you want to keep up to date with what's happening with the project and what's coming up, stay tuned to that channel. You'll find all of that information in there. Lastly, come join our town halls on Tuesdays at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. We, as always, are so thankful and happy to have you guys here. So thanks everyone for joining. And yeah, I think that's all for today's town hall. Thank you to everyone in the panel and for the meme market team for joining today's town hall. It was so great having you guys here.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much, Chibi, for guiding Town Hall every single week. I really appreciate you. And thanks for everyone that stays till the end, especially even after we distribute the POAP. So thank you so much. Want to just say, really have a lot of gratitude for our community here.
Absolutely. And yeah, we will see you guys next time. Thanks again for joining. Until next time. Bye bye.